Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great Class C motorhome value from Parkway Rv Center. Folks, this is a great deal. Those of you wanting a small, easy-to-drive Class C and a late model but not wanting to spend a ton of money, you're going to like this one today. This is the 2013 Thor Chateau. Model number is a 23U. Bumper to bumper at its longest point, it measures 24 feet 10 inches. Very easy size to drive and park. It's less than 4 foot longer than an F-150 pickup truck. If you can drive a minivan, you can drive this little motorhome without any issues. Folks, the best part is, when you look at these used small motorhomes, the few that you find, people don't let these things sit and become driveway queens. They normally have a lot more miles than average for a motorhome because they're so easy to use. People jump in them and use them for a day trip, a weekend trip. Where the big ones, they just use a couple of times a year. Well, folks, this one's the exception to that rule. 7,593 miles on it, folks. Less than 7,600 miles. Needless to say, this thing doesn't have much use showing inside or out. This is just how it came in. They just brought it in this morning. You can see no delamination. Got a 4 kW Onan generator powering everything up right now. Dash air is ice cold. Got Michelin tires. Less than 25 feet long, so this is a breeze to drive and park. No corners are beat up. It needs to be washed, but that's about it. It just come in. Backup camera works great. Got a 5,000 pound hitch on a Ford 350 chassis, E350 chassis. 6.8 liter Triton V10. Got the optional 15-foot power patio awning, which you're going to like that. I got what they call the mega storage, which, folks, believe me, if you look at many 24 or 25 foot Class C's, they kind of lack for storage, but not this one. You got storage underneath those trays, and this big tray right here is actually a fold-up table, so you can set that up underneath your awning, have a picnic if you want to. We just drove it 250 miles in here. It did great. Cabover looks great. Got the running boards. Tires look, they got 7,500 miles on them. Of course, they look like new, and they still got several years left. Good thing about a Michelin tire, folks, versus other brands, most RV tires, they have to get 10 years minimum. Michelin's and Goodyear's, you can usually get 12, maybe longer out of them. Of course, they cost a lot more when they're new, but you get what you paid for. Got the 12-year manufacturer's warranty on the roof, so you've still got several years of factory roof warranty left on it. Let's look inside, folks, and this is pretty cool. The only carpet in this motorhome is right here at the stepwell. Let's look inside. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is not a 40-foot motorhome, but it's about as small as you can get and still get a stationary bed in the back. That's a queen bed in the back, queen bed in the Cabover, and then you got your U-shaped dinette that makes a double bed. Got a TV and sound bar in there. That's the cushions for your Cabover bed right here and for your table when you make it into a bed. Got the built-in backup camera on the dash, ice cold dash air. 75,096 miles, folks. I'm sorry, 75,096. So barely over 75,000 miles. Windshield, dash, seats, everything look just like a 7,500 mile motorhome should look like. Now, I'm not saying like new, because there's no such thing as like new RV, but this is about as close as you're going to get to that in a 5-year-old, 6-year-old motorhome. Got the auxiliary plugs on the dash, plenty of power outlets for your cell phone chargers or whatever else you want to plug up. Tilt, cruise, power windows, power locks. Pretty neat. Got the auxiliary start button and more. The fact that there's only one window in the Cabover is also a big plus too. And it's on the side instead of the front. Here is your U-shaped dinette, and this actually makes a decent bed that 2 adults can sleep on. It's more or less a full-size bed, not a queen. You've got a little swivel chair right here. I mean, it's got all rubber mat in the front, linoleum throughout the entire RV. I mean, it's a 7,500 mile RV, folks. I mean, there's really nothing condition-wise you need to worry about, because it looks just like it sounds, a 7,500 mile motorhome. Ceiling, got the 82-inch interior ceiling height, so if you're a tall guy like me, you got plenty of headroom. You can see the stove eyes don't look like they've ever been lit. Probably haven't been. Got an oven, which is kind of nice. A lot of these just have the stove top and the microwave. Got a microwave, double basin sink. You got your bed in the back. Got a Nor cold refrigerator freezer, and it's already getting cold. Closet right here. You got plenty of lights in here. And then you got a actual decent sized rear bathroom. Got an upgrade China RV toilet. Got a stainless steel a bathroom sink in here, medicine cabinet. A decent sized shower with a glass door and a skylight. And of course, obviously no signs of leaks anywhere. I'm going to tell you, folks, if you're looking for a small Class C, you're going to have a hard time turning this deal down for what I'm asking for it. Look at what this thing costs new back in 2013, and if you had to buy one today, because they've gone up in prices since 2013. Now, you can tell me how somebody could just throw away the kind of money the previous owners did for only 7,500 miles worth of use. It just absolutely blows me away that people buy these things for what they cost new. And they, just knowing what kind of money they lose, it's like buying a new car when you buy a new RV, except it's about 6 or 7 times as bad. I mean, basically, folks, they lost half their money for 7,500 miles. That's like putting, 35, 40 grand in a paper sack of your own money and setting it in the middle of the driveway, throwing some lighter fluid to match to it, and watching it burn. Because that's exactly what happens anytime you buy a new RV, whether it's a travel trailer, whether it's a motorhome, a fifth wheel, toy hauler, whatever it might be, folks. It's time you keep it a few years, it's going to be worth half what you paid for it. I don't care what kind of deal you got when it was new. So, of course, if you can afford to lose that kind of money, then by all means buy a new one. But you're making the smart decision to buy a used one. 7,500 miles, this thing, barely any use to it. It's going to last somebody a long time, save somebody a lot of money. I mean, you can park this next to a 2018 or 19 model. Only difference is this one, you can tell, is this one's half price. Folks, give us a call. It's $39.9, and not only, and for what you're getting for that price, folks, is a beautiful 2013 23U Thor Chateau with 7,500 miles in excellent condition for the year model. You're also going to get a complete checkout by our certified RV techs that will be completed after purchase. We go through this extensive checkout, and of course we're happy to send you a copy of it. It covers all the RV components, and of course, folks, anything we find on that list, if it doesn't function, we repair it or replace the parts at no additional cost to you. So no matter what it costs us to get this unit to pass our inspection with flying colors, the price is still $39.9 to you. And believe me, folks, there have been times we've lost money on that, but that's the way we operate, because it allows us, we got to realize we got 140 used RVs out here, so if I have to pre-check every single one of them, I'm going to have to hire a lot more shop help to do that, a lot more RV techs, and RV techs aren't cheap, and the more overhead I have, the more I have to charge on my prices. So to keep my prices down, whether they're some of the lowest in the country, what I do is I don't check them out till we sell them, and it works, and financially it makes sense. And right now, folks, I could probably get this thing ready in a week, maybe even less. I mean, I literally don't think there's anything wrong with it. I found, only thing that I found, because I always spend a little time in these, turning everything on and just getting an idea of it before I shoot it. The only thing I found was 2 light lenses missing out of one of the lights. That's it. But rest assured, folks, it will go through a complete RV component checkout. And like I said, if you want a copy of all the systems that we inspect, make sure they work for the price that you pay, contact our sales department. They'll email you over a copy of that list so you can see how extensive we check it out. And this $39.9 is going to go through the same checkout process, $120,000 motorhome will. So rest assured, folks, when you pick it up, everything will be functioning and more. You got no worries, no stress, just a simple, easy way to buy, folks. You know, and not only that, do you get that complete checkout, but after it's been through service, my service manager will call you, set an appointment to pick it up and get your demonstration walkthrough, and show up on time, of course. And my RV tech that checked it out is going to spend some time with you, going to go over it with you, show you how to operate everything, give you tips, tricks, and pointers, how to hook up at the campground, and of course, you know, answer any questions you have, and also help you hook up to your runabout if you're towing a car behind it. And if you got questions about that, my salespeople can help you with that too, as far as the best way to tow, what kind of car you have, if it's towable. But anyway, folks, and of course he'll show you anything as far as any repairs he had to do, which I seriously doubt there's any in this RV. Anyway, folks, you get that, plus you get a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, good anywhere in the country, as far as dealers that accept the warranty, which is quite a bit. It's one of the most popular warranties on today's market for used RVs. You get that 90-day nationwide warranty, then I strongly encourage you to get a price on extending it, folks. Very reasonably priced. You know, I know if you've been to these other dealers, they quoted you stupid money on an extended warranty, and that's because you don't realize if they got it marked up like 4 or 5 times dealer cost. We don't do that, folks. Get a price, you get a true price on a warranty when you call us. So if you want a price on that warranty, extended warranty, it doesn't hurt to ask. Let the salesperson know, he'll get you a quote on it. I know it varies from vehicle to vehicle. But whether you buy the extended warranty or not, for the option A haggle-free price of $39.9, you're getting a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, folks. And I know that's really handy for those of you who are traveling a good distance to buy from us, because if you do happen to have a warranty claim or something that may not function after it leaves here, you don't have to take it all the way back to us, and you're certainly welcome to if you want to, but you don't have to. In other words, if you live 1,000 miles away and there's dealers 40 miles from you that accept our warranty, you can take it to them. And that way, I mean, and we're certainly welcome, you know, you're always welcome to bring it here to us, but you don't have to unless you're just local. So it just gives you options, of course. But anyway, folks, our goal, of course, is to make sure you never use that warranty, so you never have a reason to use it. That's why we check them out when we do the way we do after we sell them. You also get a year's worth of free camping, up to 21 nights total, up to 7 nights at a time at select RV resorts nationwide. I've stayed at one myself, folks. Great setup. And they're free. I mean, you're talking $50 to $100 a night camping, so put a pencil to that. If you only use half of those campings, I mean, that can be anywhere from $500 to $1,000 in free camping if you only use half the days that you're allotted. And can't go wrong there. Folks, you also get a drive-out tag, RV starter kit with all your camping essentials, and a instructional DVD. All included, $39.9, no extra fees. It's plus applicable sales tax. And what I'm telling everybody to do, if you're a Georgia resident, just like you buy from a Georgia auto dealer, you do pay us the sales tax because we're a licensed, bonded, and insured dealer in the state of Georgia. In fact, we're the oldest one in the state of Georgia as far as RVs are concerned. But you know, if you want a quote on the TABT tax, which is what Georgia replaced sales tax with a few years ago, contact your sales department. That way you can get a total on what you need to bring to buy this RV or what you need to finance. If you're out of state, folks, now I used to tell you if you're out of state, you just pay your sales tax rate and whatever that might be in the state you're from, but not so much anymore, folks. Laws have changed. Every state's different. Nothing's universal anymore. So if you want an exact quote on what your sales tax would be and who you need to pay, whether it's us or your state's tag office or your county tag office when you tag it, let us know, call us, tell us where you're from. We can look it up and give you accurate information, folks. Sales tax laws are complicated, and we'll try to help you out so there's no surprises. Anyway, folks, that's option A. You get all those features, all those benefits for a great deal for what this thing is, folks. Google online, look up, see how many 7,500 mile 13 Chateau 23Us you find for this price. If you find any others with close to this miles for that price, like I said, most small RVs, they get driven a lot more than this one has. Anyway, folks, we do have option B for those of you, no matter how low the price is, how nice the RV is, you still want some kind of discount. Option B is you buy the motorhome just like it sits, no checkout, no inspection, no warranty, no free camping, no walkthrough demonstration, no guarantee of any kind. You take it just like you see it in the video. Just basically jump in and go, price only. No demonstration. I mean, you, like I said, you have to do it all yourself, which I doubt there's anything wrong with it, but you never know. I mean, I haven't turned the water system on. I haven't checked the awning. I haven't checked the propane. We've just driven it. I've cranked the generator, turned the air, fridge, and lights on. That's pretty much it. So if you're willing to buy it for that, then we're willing to give you a discount off our already low price. And if you want a haggle-free, non-negotiable option B price, you'll have to contact our sales department. 706-965-7929, of course, is always the best way to reach us. Of course, we also welcome everybody to come down during business hours and visit us. Look at our inventory. That's the way, that's the way you should be. I mean, everybody needs to meet who they're doing business with. We prefer to meet the people we sell to, and you should prefer to come down and shake hands and meet the people you're buying from. I know a lot of people buy sight unseen over the internet. I know 150, 200 a year is what we sell, sight unseen. In other words, folks, we never meet the people who's buying. I mean, they pay for it, they get it delivered to their driveway or wherever they're going to put it, and they don't even know what they bought until it pulls up their driveway. And I certainly appreciate the trust that everybody installs in us to buy that way, but we do prefer to do the old-fashioned way of doing business, handshake to handshake. I mean, come out, meet us, meet our employees, tour our facility, look at all of our inventory, look how clean it is. I mean, if you've been to other RV dealerships and you've seen their used RVs and they've not been cleaned, they're nasty, they're damaged, they've got water leaks, water damage, you're going to be in for a surprise when you come here, because we've got some nice RVs. We only pick the best to resell to our customers when we buy them. We don't just buy anything. It's got to meet our criteria for condition. And after 50 years in business, folks, our customers deserve and expect the best, and that's what we give them. We don't buy just anything because the price is right. The price has got to be right for us, and it's got to meet our condition qualifications. And it's funny because, we have for sale by owners coming here all the time wanting to sell us RVs. At least half of every one that brings an RV to us for us to appraise and make them an offer on, I turn them around, tell them to leave, that I'm not interested at any price. I mean, I'm sure many of you know this, but my gosh, folks, what people are asking online for RVs in the condition that they're in is deplorable. And I don't see how why they even think it's worth that. But folks, believe me, I see it every day. And for those of you who've been looking for a while and seen for sale by owners, that's why you're making the choice to go with a dealer. And that's a smart decision, whether it's us or somebody else. And I try to give you some tips and tricks for dealing with these corporate dealers and all that stuff. So the fees, we don't charge any fees. These other dealers can charge up to thousands of dollars in dock fees, setup fees, freight fees, prep fees, get ready fees, acquisition fees, corporate fees, and whatever name they can come up with. All those fees are 100% dealer profit. The only thing by law you're required to pay when you buy an RV from an RV dealer, whether it's new or used, is the sales price and any applicable sales tax. Anything else is 100% dealer profit. You're just basically giving your money away if you pay anything besides those two things when you buy an RV. And you don't have to worry about that here, but most other dealers you do. Most other dealers, when you finance an RV and you go through their finance department, they're marking the interest rates up over what the bank approved you for. So the bank might approve you for 6%. They're going to charge you 7.5%, 7.9%, or whatever number they throw at you, you can rest assured it's marked up over what the bank approved you for. What I recommend everybody does to guard themselves against that, check with your local banks, credit unions that you do business with. If you're a member or a former member of the military, the U.S. military, check with USAA. You've got one of the best secrets to financing a used RV at your fingertips, and more. And then get all your information, and then see what the dealer can do for you. If they can beat your bank's rates and terms, and of course you're going to go that way. But just do your homework, folks. That's all that I ask. And a smart consumer is what we prefer to deal with. We prefer when somebody has done their homework, that knows what kind of business we run, that sees our inventory, sees our prices. You know, we get you approved through one of our lenders, folks. You can rest assured that you're only paying what the dealer, what the bank approves you for interest rate wise. So if they approved you at 6%, you pay 6%. The banks do require that we deal with anyway, minimum 10% down. So keep that in mind. You got to have 10% either cash or trade equity. And I know that makes it hard, especially those of you who bought RVs from other dealerships that are still paying on them and owe thousands more than it's worth. I know that makes it hard, that 10% down, but that's not the bank's rules. I mean, that's not our rules, that's the bank's rules. Believe me, I wish I could get everybody done with no money down, even if you're upside down in your trade, which a lot of people are, but I can't. I had a guy here the other day, typical story I see several times a month. Goes to a corporate dealer like Rip Off World, buys a new camper, paying on it for 4 years, and their payoff is what you can buy a brand new 19 for online for what they owe on their 4 or 5 year old camper that's used. And sad, but it's true. And I have to show them on the computer. I said, hey, you owe 19 grand on a 14 model, and you can buy a 19 model for 19 grand. So keep that in mind, folks. I see it all the time. So if you're in that situation, I'm sorry. We'll do the best we can to help you, but the best thing I can recommend doing is saving up some money to put toward the deal when you trade it, or doubling and tripling your payments for a year or two, and then trying to trade it. That's about all you can really do in that situation, folks. But anyway, give us a call, 706-965-7929. That number is answered 24/7. I have an answering service after hours. They have basic information. If they can't answer your question, they'll get your information and forward it to our non-commissioned sales team, who will contact you the next business day if it happens to be after hours. If you go to our website, ParkwayRvCenter.com, I strongly encourage everybody to use that for a frame of reference to see our latest inventory, because as many of you know, I never delete my YouTube videos. They help our Google search rankings, and people like to use them for reference points too. So just because the video's on there, today's June 22nd, 2018, doesn't mean the unit's in stock. So go to my website, save it to your favorites. That's going to be your best chance to see inventory. Our latest inventory is on our website. And as always, folks, before coming any significant distance to look at an RV here, call ahead, talk to one of our non-commissioned salespeople. Make sure that unit's still available, because it may have a deposit on it, because I never remove them from the internet until the deal's closed out. So call ahead, make sure it's here, make sure it's available before you drive, and don't do it a week before you come down. Do it right before you leave the house. And make sure it's still here. Let the salesperson know approximately what time you're going to be here, and he'll have it hooked into power, or have the generator on, have the air on, have it cooled off, have the fridge cold for you so you can spend some time in it without having a heat stroke. Because if you've never been in Northwest Georgia in the end of June, the humidity and the heat I've seen it get to the best of people. I've actually had customers have heat strokes on the lot, and I've had salespeople have heat strokes. Trust me, folks, you don't want to spend a lot of time in one without air on this time of year. So the only way we know to get it cooled off for you is if we know you're coming and what time you're going to be here. So let us know, and we'll We'll have it hooked up for you so you can look through it, spend some time in it, and of course you can test drive it and then decide if you want to do option A or B price. Can't get any more fair than that, folks. So come out, as always with any used vehicle, you always want to come look at it, put hands on it, lay your eyes on it, test drive it before you decide if you want to buy it or not. I'm always big on that, because as nice as this one is, it is still a 5-6 year old motorhome. It's still a used vehicle, so I'm sure it's not going to be perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect used RV. So please come out and look, drive it before you decide if you want to buy it. That way there's no surprises for anybody. You know, everybody's got opinions on what kind of condition a 2013 model used motorhome should be in. I think this thing is probably 9.5 out of 10 as far as condition. But you may think different. You may think higher, or you may think lower. Everybody's got opinions, folks. The best way to satisfy everybody is no surprises, is to come look at it, come drive it, and make your decision. Family owned and operated for 50 years now, folks. Parkway Rv Center is one of the oldest, largest, most successful independently owned used RV dealerships in the South and in the entire United States today. We got 140 used RVs, folks. Nobody within a 500-mile radius has that many used RVs on one location, but we do. Financing's available with approved credit. Nationwide deliveries available. You know, we don't have any commission salespeople. We don't have haggling. You know, we did away with haggling. We did away with commission salespeople. We did away with after-sales fees. So you don't have to worry about any games, gimmicks, surprises, trouble, or drama any more than we do. Everything's straightforward. We don't pull the punches. We don't sugarcoat the truth, folks. This is $39.9 is what it takes to buy it if you want the warranty and all those other features, or you can buy it for a little less if you take it as is without any of those features, and you'll have to call us for a price on option B. Thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing everybody here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Don't let this one get away, folks. This is a nice motorhome. Thank you again for watching.